So I went to the range today and wanted to do a penetration test on a few different calibers. Didn't go quite as planned. Um, yeah. So I was able to hit it with the 41 Long Colt and the 32 rimfire. Unfortunately, I think all my shots with the 41 rimfire missed. And I wanted to do 38 rimfire, but I didn't have any ammo with me. I missed bringing that. But I did hit it with 9mm as well, just for a modern comparison. So I just wanted to show what the main cartridges I have here for this test look like. So that's a 32 rimfire. Whoops. A lot of people would be familiar with the 9mm. And this is 41 Long Colt. Used to be fairly popular, but you know, it's more or less an obsolete cartridge these days. You can see that 9mm is actually a little bit shorter than even the 32, ever so slightly. It is fatter because that's closer to 38 cal versus the 32. But the 41 is quite a large cartridge. And when we look at the tests that we did, it's kind of amazing what modern propellants versus black powder do. Because both of these were loaded with black powder, and the 9mm, of course, is a modern smokeless load. I also wanted to say, you know, shooting my 41 rimfire, which I don't have here. I wish I had a cartridge available to show you, but I haven't loaded any, and yeah, so I don't have one right now. It's fairly short. Probably the total length might be similar to the 32, but the brass is actually shorter. It might even be shorter than that. For the total length. It's a big slug, but not a lot of brass. Anyway, that pistol, it's the Remington Smoot number 4. And I have a heck of a time hitting anything with that. It's a beautiful little pistol, but it was made to go over the coffee table, or the card table, I should say. And yeah, it's just hard to hit things. It shoots exceedingly high. I'm not sure why. I'd probably have better luck trying to hit the gong at 40 yards than I would trying to shoot, 5 yards in front of me. Anyway, I wish I could have hit the wood with that, but I just couldn't get the target close enough to make it work. So we'll have to just live with what I, did hit it with. Maybe down the road I'll play around a little more with a little bit more diverse spectrum of cartridges. But I thought this would be interesting. Now, when I take a look here, we got about 5 inches of wood, which I thought would be sufficient to stop 9mm. Unfortunately, I have exit wounds, so did not stop the 9mm. But that's okay. We know 9mm will make 4 inches of wood, and 41 Long Colt will not. So let's see what we ended up getting into here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. It's 32 rimfire, 41, 41. That'd be 9mm in the center, and here, I think I had another one down there. 32 rimfire. I stopped it after one board. Went, good chunk of the way into the other board. And, surprise, 41. That was 41 Long Colt. That stopped inside of, whoops, I'm off a frame. My bad. that stopped in there. So surprisingly underpowered, to be honest. I thought, well, 32 rimfire, didn't really expect a whole lot more out of it than that. It's a big 22, but it's black powder, so it's, it's really not going to pack that much. But 41 Long Colt has, a bit of powder behind it. It's not a small cartridge. Now, I mean, having said that, just because it didn't penetrate everything doesn't mean that wouldn't do a lot of damage. If that was to, hit somebody, that would be bad, really bad. But there is nowhere near as much power in it as I thought there was. So let's see what else comes up on this side. Put the screws in a little far. Now they don't want to come out. So on this one, it looks like everything penetrated and kept penetrating. So yeah, that's 9 mil. I believe that one went right through. And that was 41 Long Colt. Sorry, I'm just trying to picture where things were, because I had 241 hits there. So that was 32. Oh, okay. I can see now. The 32, there's a 32 rimfire stuck in there. Can't really see the slug, but it stopped inside of this piece of wood. And just so you know, this is pine of some description. It came from a pallet that was brought over from Europe, or a skid. So I'm not sure exactly what kind of pine it is, but it's pine of some description. So yeah, 32 rimfire didn't penetrate all the way, but the 9 mil just kept on going and going. You can see here, the 41 Long Colt, that left quite a dent. Like there's no mistake in the damage that that did. That's a big hole, big dent. Oh yeah, these ones are screwed from the back. But again, it doesn't really matter, because we can see the exit wounds. So yeah, let's just say a modern cartridge with, well, it was also a full metal jacket. So, I mean, penetration wise, that helps versus soft lead, but still, no comparison. 9 mil is light years ahead of the old black powder cartridges. But it was a neat experiment all the same. So one thing you may have noticed when I was shooting the 32 rimfire, there's some flame shooting out the back of the pistol, the back side of the cylinder. And you can see here, the primers were blowing out. Now, I find this to be fairly common when I shoot full power loads. And for the penetration test, of course I wanted to shoot full power loads. But this is a prime example of why I tend to shoot round ball far more than full power. This is the slug for 32 rimfire, and the round ball is probably half that weight, so you don't end up with the deformation on the cases. You can probably see the bulging on this case a little bit in the light. It doesn't show up real well on camera, but that's fire formed to the cylinder. And every one of these old pistols, the cylinder is a little different. So if I want to shoot that in a different pistol, I'm going to have to resize it. And that's hard on the brass. This is very expensive brass. And, I just, in general, don't like having things come apart on the backside. If you've watched any of my other videos, there are some, or at least one, that I mentioned the primer coming right out, or the starter pistol blank, and jamming up in the gun. It happens. So with your round ball, it pretty much never happens. Well, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Helps me out, and yeah, bring you some more. Thanks for watching.